In the last few weeks, the crisis seems to have faded from the headlines, but make no mistake, it has remained. Many refugees have been sleeping in church basements, even on converted buses outside places of worship. Well, tonight, one of those churches says even it is overwhelmed. Anam Khan is live at North York's Dominion Church. Anam, what's happening there tonight?
The church tells me about 100 of the people that were staying in the church were forced outside. They were expecting to stay here till the end of the week. But what happened was they were sleeping on chairs in the banquet hall, and now the landlord wants his space back. So they forced out their suitcases and all their luggage. What's been happening now in the last hour is cars are coming. There's a lot of outreach workers trying to get them to other churches across Toronto. There's some that have gone to Miracle Arena, but you can see just over here, there's suitcases and there's garbage bags. People have been staying here from days to weeks, and they're just completely stranded. Since the summer, Dominion Church has been housing hundreds of asylum seekers who couldn't access the city's overburdened shelter system. But today, the church says it had to kick out about 100 asylum seekers and their belongings.
I was just moving from different shelters to the other, but I was not able to go in one specifically until I came here.
For weeks now, the church has been giving shelter to refugee claimants from several African countries, including Uganda and Nigeria. Roughly 150 have been living in the church, many sleeping on cots with little to no space in between. Last night, about 100 people were sleeping on banquet hall chairs. Tonight, they've been told they have to go.
These people have been sleeping in the banquet hall, which we had hijacked from our landlord. It wasn't supposed to be a sleeping zone. We just couldn't leave people to sleep outside, and now the landlord wants his space back because he has so many functions coming up this weekend and he needs everybody out.
Refugees finding themselves in similar conditions to those in downtown Toronto. This afternoon, about a dozen asylum seekers were outside a city support center on Peter Street. Many of them said they have been here for a week.
We came here as a refugee, so we're expecting to have a shelter over our head, at least a place we could stay. Yeah, while we're here, but it's quite unfortunate that we're just out here for some couple of days in this cold.
Izeku Chinedu says he doesn't know how he will face Toronto's upcoming fall and winter weather. Outreach workers say the city's additional 250 beds provided this summer only was a Band-Aid solution.
There was 25 people last week, then there was 50 last night that I was feeding. The staff here told me that there was 80 sleeping here last night. We are right back at the numbers that we had at the top of the crisis in the summer.
With the cold weather approaching, many are demanding that more should be done.
We know what they can do. We know the money's there. So what is the point? Obviously, it's clear that when you look here, all you see is Africans. All we can translate from that is that they don't care about Africans.
Earlier today, I reached out to the city and the province to find out what they're doing about this ongoing problem, but neither of them has gotten back to me. Meanwhile, there's outreach workers constantly on the phone trying to get people out of here as soon as they can so they're not sleeping on the streets.
Such a desperate situation. Anam Khan reporting live for us tonight in North York.